That took some time to come back. Oh boy, I hope I'm not getting disconnected again. No, okay, never mind. I need to launch my chat app right here, Streamlabs chatbot. So I can keep an eye on the chat. And we're okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, is it displaying on the stream just fine? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, well, let's continue then. Got that screensaver thing here. Make this part 3 for the sake of my YouTube channel. If anyone wants to watch on there. Uh-oh. Not these guys. Not these guys. Oh. Yeah, you probably have to destroy... Yeah, there we go. I was just about to say, you probably have to take all these out. I think there's more than one here. Because I did hit it. It did do the sound effect. What about these windows? Oh, is there a jiggy underneath? Ah, yeah, there was. I hear the crocodile here somewhere. And just a few notes short now. Is it behind this window? This was already in the original game, so mechanically speaking, this is not new. I won't be able to reach it by jumping. Oh, the last note has to be around. No. Ah, there it is. Well, that's a relief already. Okay, now I wonder if I have to break all these windows. Well, this one looks like I have to. The Blue Jinjo, I saw it earlier. It's just I haven't really figured out how to get through it yet. Well, I know where that is. Is it how you go to... Ah, yeah, there it is. Suddenly you're underwater. Doesn't make any sense, but okay. Well, that was the last of these windows, I believe. Yeah, I think so. What else have I not done yet, then? I got the 2 honeycombs, missing 2 jiggies. When one of them is probably from these crocodile things. But then if there's another beyond that, I don't know where it could be. I'm running out of ideas. Because it does feel like I've checked everywhere already. Under the ship? No. Okay, let's get back up. Just be hidden somewhere and you haven't seen it because of the short render distance. Yeah, it's possible. Oh no, actually no, there was a switch like that I noticed where that egg was. No, come to think of it, yeah, I forgot about this. I saw that it was there, but I was taking care of other stuff. Ah, bummer. This could be the last one, judging from the speed at which this thing opens and closes. Even that's not rendering properly. Do I have to fly to get it? Well, it's one solution, at least. Let's swim back into that cave from before. Where is it? Here. Where was that switch? I know I saw it. Ah, there it is. Is it on time limit? Yes, it is. Okay. Swimming as fast as I can. Oh, it's gonna be okay. Should be. Assuming I can see it. Oh, but. Really? Yeah, watch it. I'm gonna drown now. I'm gonna drown. No, probably not. That's unfair. Just because I had to turn. Yeah, again. Come on. Get it? Okay. I didn't have time to turn the camera. I wanted to be quick about it. Okay. Well, we're done with this one. Nice. DK64. This ROM hack is more like a collection of ideas rather than its own full game. This would normally be the entrance to a level here. What's this? Mumbo's lab instead of Cranky's lab. It's just gonna be Mumbo's hut anyway. Probably. I don't have enough yet. I used up a lot of eggs breaking these TNT crates from before. Well, there's the one I needed. What am I gonna be this time? Transformation, I mean. Oh, well, there was a Jiggy. Though we can't see it. Well, this looks to be everything, right? Mumbo's loincloth all dirty. You wash her. This happens in the original game. Mumbo magic much good. Whoa. Well, I did transform into the bee, but because I haven't really explored anything yet, I don't know where this transformation will be useful. Whoa. Well, you can fly as the bee, so... but no higher than this. Okay, yes, it won't let me fly any higher than this. Oh, wait, it does? I seem to have gained some height already. What was the name of that level in Banjo Tooie again? Well, the first level in Banjo Tooie has that music that goes combo all the time. That was a good one. Oh, well, there's that floating island. I guess I could try there. Oh, wait. Yeah, but I need to come here as Donkey and... Donkey. What am I saying? As Banjo and Kazooie. This ROM hack is messing with my head. Ecom bocom. Oh, another one. Ecom bocom. I thought maybe you can talk to it. Ah, this is to transform back. I remember these spots from the Ocarina of Time crossover ROM hack. Ah, shoot. And that's another Jiggy. Do you have to climb higher using the beams? No, okay, it's just the ceiling above. Well, other than the Jiggy then? That seems to be everything. Okay, where was that? Ah, yeah, there it is. Banjo. Ah, no, never mind. I thought maybe the nostrils of the K. Rool Island are holes for the bee to go inside, but no. That was an idea. We've seen stranger things. Ah, there's another flight pad, okay. I can't decide where to go. Erg, I think Carol's ship spilled oil in this water. Yeah, so it's like the water in Rusty Bucket Bay. You lose your oxygen twice as fast when you swim in it. Looks pretty clean to me, though. Hey, buddies. Hi, Harry. Give us a Jiggy. Sorry, Kazooie, I'm fresh out. I'm just taking a bath before I go play that DK Junior arcade game I saw on K. Rool's Island. 2, 3, 4. That's the ship he escapes in at the end of DK64, I think. As much as I love their games on N64, this was not my favorite DK64. DK is just chilling. Yeah, for any sort of new characters that they add in, it seems that they can't add animations to them. Unless they're characters that they're recycling from other Banjo games. Like in Ocarina of Time, there was Ganondorf. He was in a cell of Hyrule Castle in the prisons. He was playing Zelda 2 on NES. He was on the Game Over screen, but he was just like a still 3D model and saying this game is just way too hard or something like that because, well, Zelda 2 is pretty hard after all. Oh, did they put jungle hijinks in it? Jungle Japes, sorry. That's the name of the level. I guess maybe it's not in it. Yeah, there's really not much to this place. I guess that's it. I haven't found anywhere that the bee would be the only one to have access. Hey, oh. Through here, perhaps. Oh no, I went out. This was the exit. No, I have to recollect the notes now. I didn't realize this is where I came out from. Or came in, more like. Should have put an exit sign on it or something. Yeah, I say it every time I play one of these Banjo ROM hacks. It was not one of my favorite things in the original game that every time you exit a level or that you die, you have to start collecting notes from scratch. So in most ROM hacks now, what they do is that if you fall off a level, for example, well, it won't count as a death. You just get respawned at the entrance without losing any notes. I prefer it that way, but if you accidentally go out the level like I did, well, it still doesn't change the fact that you lose them. Okay, so don't go out of Mumbo's chin. That looked like his chin anyway. Oh, it's possible. I think you couldn't go inside the Banana Fairy Island unless you were tiny. So this could be something that you have to do as the bee here. Yeah. Thought so. You had to be Tiny Kong in the original. That's at least one thing I know I will have to come back for. Yeah, this stuff is definitely polluted. We can't stay down here for long. Yeah, and even if you're swimming at the surface, you lose air. Well, I still have to go back for all the notes I lost. But I shouldn't collect these feathers unless I really need them. I have to find a way to open this somehow. I'll try over there. Oh. I thought it was just the one up. I didn't expect that there was more to the pipe. I like these happy little accidents. Basically, they have all the rooms that were previously entrances that go to different worlds, but that connect to nothing anymore. Okay, this is the chin. Don't go out that way. Now I know. This. Yeah, they should have marked the exit. Because everything looks the same on DK Island. Already originally in the game that this is based on. It was already a problem in the original for me anyway. Was there a note in the middle of the room here? I can't recall. Yeah, thought so. I don't know if I tried all the different palm trees around the island. Here's Donkey. Thought to myself, might as well check under the ship here. Look out! Banjo, what are you doing? Oh, I may have to shoot eggs at this thing, actually. No? No, maybe not. No, in the original game you had to. Or what if you fly and you big bomb on it? I don't know if this would be a valid interaction with it because you can't do it in the original game. Where's the flight pad again? Up here. I guess I should check inside here as well before I forget. Yeah, I passed my best note score. Yeah, I already collected those that were on the roof. Okay, where is that gorilla? Should be over here, I think. Ah! Did I just pass through it or what? I can't really tell if this was, if it glitched out or if I just missed my mark. And that's gonna warrant another try. I'm not sure, but it seems like I just fly right through it. If I tried to big bomb on it. Oh yeah, I have to start collecting the Jinjos from scratch as well. So the one that's at the top of the Crocodile Island, I'm gonna have to try to get it as well. No, okay, you take damage. Okay, I give up. Let me away from it. I couldn't get away from it. It wouldn't let me. I couldn't turn. What do you do then? It's not there for any particular reason. it? Okay, well, it starts from scratch then. Oh, they're back? After I went out the level once, they were not back, but after I died, they're back anyway. Okay. I can't tell if the music is exactly the same or if it's been rearranged in some way. But I think the music in Banjo Kazooie and DK64 was pretty similar sounding anyway. Is there any notes to collect here or not? I don't think so. I think Grant Kirkhope made the music to both, so it would make sense that the music would be pretty similar between the two. The sound font, as they call it. It's not open. I can't. I was gonna say let's try something I haven't tried yet, but I guess that's not happening. Good boy, missed it. Oh, you could probably go in as the bee here. Okay, fine. Yay, brilliant. I think that pipe is still up, yeah. Yeah, that won't change anything, it's already been activated. Okay, this is not the exit. And the one that's in the middle before I forget. Did I go up all the palm trees or not? I think I did. Well, this one I did anyway. No, not all of them. Oh, well, I guess I missed this before. Okay, Donkey Kong Jr. Arcade. I've been in here already, I believe. Yeah, I did, right? I've died so many times. I can't recall. Whoa, hey, Panda Hulk, how's it going? Watched your VOD from yesterday, saw the Diddy Kong part. Yeah, I had to finish this one today, actually, after I died. I'm done with this one now. I managed to find what I couldn't find until then. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to fly there again. Oh. I missed it. Shucks. But come on. Okay. So the gate is closed at the top. The Jinjos, was that before I died or after I died? That was after I died, I think. Yeah, it was, okay. Yeah, I know. I have to look for the DK Jr. arcade cabinet or something. Okay, that was this underwater entrance, and then I will be done recollecting all the things I lost from dying. Well, I guess that's everything in here. Should I go as the bee now? I think I've tried everything I could. Without needing to transform. Okay, the Mumbo is over there. This level is the ultimate, I guess. Ultimate rare collectathon. Hi Quillix, how are you today? I will fall asleep soon. Can't type. Good enough so far. As long as the ancient gods are with me. So I did notice 2 spots where I needed to be smaller to fit through. Where is that? Okay, there it is. Insert Jiggy. What is that? Oops. Okay, did they actually remodel the DK Island, or was it somehow copy-pasted? I believe it was somehow copy-pasted. Copy-pasted and then modified somewhat. I believe both games are using pretty much the same engine anyway. So I believe it would not have been too hard to convert one to work in the other. Magic ran out. No. Hmm. Banjo! Oh, next maybe? I'm not quite sure yet which one I want to do. Not one of the hardest ones, that's for sure. I may want to test the waters with, I don't know, Fire Emblem 7 or something like that. Because I know that I already actually finished it, even if I had to die multiple times to get there, but... It's not the hardest, 7. I would do Awakening if I could stream 3DS games, but I can't. Awakening was reasonably easy. I think the GameCube one... no, that wouldn't be a no reset run, I doubt it. Or actually, that may be more interesting that way, I suppose. It could be. And then if I need to sacrifice a unit, I would sacrifice one that I don't care about. I don't remember it being particularly hard, the GameCube one. I think it was mostly fair. The Wii one was pretty unbalanced by comparison. It could go from very easy to super hard, and then normal again, and then hard again, and then towards the end, I think you were pretty much OP and you could just trounce everything in the Wii game. The difficulty balance was not that good. Sacred Stones is the easiest, yeah, actually, that's a fair point. It was indeed not very hard. Plus, you can grind levels. Well, I won't say easily, but you can. Without progressing the story in Sacred Stones. Yeah, I guess. It's not my favorite, though. As far as the characters go and the story, I think it's a pretty weak one. It's not bad, but it's not the best. I need to fly. But if I'm done with this game tomorrow, which I may be, I guess I could start Fire Emblem this weekend. Well, I wanted to play Minecraft more, but the realm I'm playing on was undergoing maintenance, so I couldn't stream it as much as I wanted to. Ah, there's the DK Jr. arcade game, I guess. Okay. Yeah, there was a Donkey Kong level, I think, in the... Which ROM hack was it in? I can't recall. Where there was an arcade Donkey Kong level in it. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, they must be dangerous somehow, but I don't know how. The extra lives were changed from Mario to little banjos at the top of the screen. No, actually, they would have been little Donkey Kong Juniors in the original, since you don't play as Mario in this one. Mario is the bad guy in Donkey Kong Jr. Oh, what's that? Viva Pinata? This is the Donkey Kong Country TV series. This is taken from the Donkey Kong Country TV show. It was so bad. I watched that when I was little. It was so bad. It was really early CG, but really done really bad. I wouldn't recommend it today. Yeah, Donkey Kong arcade game. Oh, Sea of Thieves. That up there. This is Sea of... I guess it's Sea of Thieves anyway. I don't know what else it could be from. Donkey Kong Country 2. There is one here. I'm not really sure what that's from. I think it's DKC 3. Okay. Animal buddies. Oh, what's that? It's a Super Nintendo console plus Donkey Kong Country bundle. Probably. What's that thing there anyway? Oh, wait. Oh, this is gonna open the ship? Oh, it opens. Okay. There's something fishy going on with what we saw there on the camera angle. Because everything was dark around it, and I believe it may be that because this is technically a different area, it actually showed you an area that is not Donkey Kong Island, but an area where there's only the model for this thing. I wouldn't be surprised if the model for this thing is somewhere else in the room behind the wall, so that it doesn't have to load the outer area in again. It's a common technique. Okay, the ship. Where is it? Well, it's somewhere around DK Isle anyway. I still haven't opened this island here yet. Ah, there it is. Well, I guess Bottles was here. Probably. Where is the Death Note? Yeah. I'm not quite sure what why that is, but... Yeah, I know there was a Jiggy. I did see it. I'll get it in a minute. How many Jinjos am I missing, by the way? 2? Which way did I came in from? There are 2 doors. Or maybe both lead to the same place. Aha! It's a good thing I turned the camera. Okay, the other exit door is towards the blue and yellow corners. Just in case. How would you get up there? There's Diddy Kong behind the glass. There's no flight pad or anything like that? Or... Or is that it? But no, this is to get on the ring. And you can't go and walk on the audience. On the fake audience. How would you get up there from? Or maybe I have to take the other door? No, it goes out. Same. There's a Jinjo up there. So it's not only decoration. Ah, maybe, yeah. Assuming, well, yeah, I don't see why I shouldn't be allowed to go in as a bee. Yeah, you're right, yeah. Makes sense. Well, I needed to transform into a bee again, anyway. So it's just as well. Still 19 notes left. Ah! Vengeance. Yahoo! Ah. I love the ants and the ant transformation in Banjo Kazooie. But I like that they talk to you as a fellow ant or something. Well, they were ants or termites. I'm not quite sure which of the two they were, but... Oh, by the way, can you do something about that gorilla as the bee? No, probably not. Okay. I give up. I surrender. Oh, it's open now? I didn't realize I had opened it. Okay, let's try the Banana Fairy Island. Well, okay, Quillix. I thought it was ants, but Google says termites. They're white ants anyway. Well, for sure, Quillix. Hopefully you manage to catch the stream when it's Fire Emblem, because I know you would be interested in that. If you need to rest, well, get some good rest then. Wait, the Jinjo I'm missing is giant? Jinjo! need to destroy this as Banjo and Kazooie, looks like. But how do I turn back into Banjo and Kazooie, though? Oh. Oh. Ah, this is how. This is how. Ah. I can't see anything. Can't see anything. Oh, okay. Oh, what is that? Oh, banana. Whoa, what's this? More useless golden stuff, I guess. You two found my secret golden banana. Congrats. Isn't it where the 201st, I guess, golden banana was in the original DK64 game? I can't recall. It's been a few years since I played this. I keep saying I'm not the biggest fan of DK64, but I've still completed it 100%. Well, I should say 101%, 3 times. For a game that I'm not a big fan of. I guess that's a lot. Once on the N64, once on Wii U Virtual Console when it came out on there. And then again when I streamed it. But still, I don't feel like this is the 3D collectathon on the N64 that I am the most familiar with. So I'm still missing what? 2 jiggy, 6 notes. Well, other than here, I don't see where else I haven't been to yet. Let's collect all the notes, for starters. So these things were the locks that were keeping, what was his name again? I can't recall. This giant Kremling that was in a cage. Oh, okay, yeah, I figured there had to be something like that. Who dares enter Boss Boombox's hold? Is it doing anything? They're stuck one inside of the other, I think. I know. Not quite. I'm not taking any chances. Arrgh, you splintered me. Take this. I didn't want it, really. What? Do I jump off? Pew. Ah, but I didn't mean to get back in. Okay. I'll get that honey. Still missing one Jiggy. Under Carol Island, perhaps? Oh, you can't really get in under it, I suppose. Okay, fair enough. Where could that Jiggy be? By the way, yeah, that golden banana. I didn't really pay attention to what Donkey Kong was saying about it. Do I bring it back? I feel like you have to do something with the gorilla, with Konga, but nah, the dialogue seems to be the same. Well, I just did. I just did already. I need a flight pad. Wait a minute. A thought just occurred to me. Well, actually, it occurred to me earlier, but I want to put it to the test here. It's working. Yeah, it was a fluke the first time, I think. I think I wasn't supposed to try it from up here. Maybe. Ah. No, not like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it a second time. Yeah, it's missing it. Ah! I can't tell if it... I can't tell what it's doing. But I believe you can't... I believe you can't shoot the gorilla as long as it's throwing oranges. I don't have a good camera angle to see it. And from down there, I tried. You can't reach it, it seems. That sucks. But come on, it's hitting it! It's hitting it! It worked the first time! You can literally see it break on the thing! It's impossible. That can't be the intended way. There has to be another way, a better one. But I tried from that palm tree, it didn't seem to work. Yeah, the egg disappears before it hits the gorilla. Even the palm tree is barely rendered in. Another thought occurred to me, but dropping on it, using the invincibility thing with the gold feathers. But technically you have to hit it 3 times. I wonder, what would be the intended way? That seems like bad game design if it's something that requires that much accuracy. Feels like there's something I'm missing. That didn't work. I took damage from the fall, not from touching it. But all the same. Gonna head off now, Mush. Okie dokie. Thank you for dropping by. Hope works treats you well. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, take care too, mate. Well, the Jolly Roger Lagoon level was easier, that's for sure. But this is probably where the remaining Jiggy is. It's from beating that gorilla, Conga. But I couldn't see. Ah, I'm tired of having to climb the same thing over and over. It doesn't help that the camera angle is awkward already. I know you're meant to hit it squarely in the chest, so from this angle it might be tricky to achieve, but it worked once. I only have to hit it 3 times successfully. I was standing here when it happened. It starts throwing oranges again though when I do that. It's hard to tell. And when I hit it on the head, it doesn't work. And the rat attack doesn't work. Why do I hear Donkey Kong 64? Because it is a DK64 level. Hello, Mobius1 OW. It's alright, I'll just leave this level for now, I'll come back to it later. Shall we do, Womp's Fortress? No thanks, Panda, I'm fine. Besides, you forgot the link, Panda. How am I supposed to become famous if you forget the link? It's bigfollows.com. Ah, boy. Alright then. Yeah, so they couldn't do the blocks that push you out. So they used these enemies instead and I'm dead. Or sent back to the beginning at least. Are these supposed to be the little huts models from Mumbo's Mountain? Mario's shoes. Let's go. Do you have to do something with the question blocks? The question mark blocks? Oh, I guess you have to. Okay. Well, I forgot one over there. I'll get it back later. Okay, instead of the thwomps, it's TNT boxes. disappear. Okay, well, I'll get that block now. Oh, I think I got it without actually breaking the box. Just by clipping through it slightly. I'll break it anyway, but I think I got it. That looked like it anyway. Ah! Oh, but I missed it by an inch again. Come on. I'm still not done with the GoldenEye level also. Definitely have to try that afterwards. Ah, but you can't break it actually, this one. Fair enough. That seems pretty arbitrary. It's not a red coin in this case. Well, yeah, gold feathers, I think I'm gonna need them in this level. Okay, it's a TNT box. What's this? Mario's gloves? Yeah, it looks like it. How's my health? Last block should have a Jiggy, if it follows the same logic as the blocks that this is inspired by. I wonder if you have to break the corners here. But since you don't have a cannon... Oh, actually there's a gold feather in the block here. But since you don't have the cannon, you may have to ground pound them. Is it Mario's hat? Yeah, I think it is. Hanging from there. Well, the only way left is up. He's trying to shoot me. Ah. Come on. Get on it. They could have put a Jiggy in there. Ah, no, I guess that might have been a bit too complicated. Ah. Yeah, the side of the thing was blocking me. Okay, let's keep trying. Flying carpet. Ah, there's that snowman. Yippee, you've collected enough notes to break the first no door spell. Oh, where is that? Whee! Jinjo! Ah! Hey, that clips through it? Really? Okay, I saw another. Womp is dead. Ah! I missed. Okay, there was hiding a Jiggy. Is that all of them? Where does that pipe go, by the way? Oh, up there? Okay, let's hurry. Oh, well, that's another Jiggy. How'd you get in there? What is it doing up there anyway? Oh, that pipe from before, I think it may lead into the inside of this cage. I think I saw a flying carpet at one point. No? Ah! I don't want to die like I did earlier. Okay, yeah. They tried to make it look like how those platforms move in Super Mario 64, but it doesn't work very well. It is a bit glitchy. Oh. Really now? Do 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 do. It's a fake Jiggy up there, probably. Give me a mushroom. Yeah, of course not. How would you go about it? Since I can't break the blocks by hitting them from below. Yeah, I know, it's not gonna work. I need those notes though. So that means there has to be a way. I don't think I can... Oh, maybe. That looks doable. Sort of. Okay. These blocks are unbreakable. Do you have to get to the very end of the level and then backtrack? That looks like a reasonable thing to expect. Ah, no. Yeah, but I can't see the nodes from here. Okay, well, I got both of them. Wee-hoo! How far up does it go? Okay, yeah, I see. It's possible to walk along the ceiling and go back to the left then. It's a bit glitchy though. I want to jump off it before it flips. Well, that thing up there to the left is a fake Jiggy. It's an enemy that attacks you. But there might be something inside the plant though that I can't quite see because it's not rendered in. So I may have to check it out anyway. I know I'm taking my time with this, but I don't want to be missing anything. Wait. I wish a smoother scrolling could have been implemented on this. It is an enemy, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I knew that, but I had to make sure that this was not hiding anything else. Yeah, I know that I have to check to the right. Yeah, I was sure it was fake. Yeah, sorry, I missed your message, but yeah, you saw what happened. When it's a real one, it's spinning and it's glowing and it's really shiny. When it's not shiny and sparkling and spinning, it's a fake. Welcome to Warp Zone. Yay! Uh, 83 notes. Where did the other pipe go to then? What did it lead to? Yeah, I'm sorry. I know this music is pretty repetitive, but I have to know. But I better not be dead. Well, it didn't count as a death. It didn't scroll, and I forgot that this is where you have to do the big jump. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, here I can jump across. So after the pipes I have to be careful. This is where I fell. On. Oh, you just go back out? Okay, well. That's kind of disappointing, but I did have to try. Bottles was here. Damn! Oh, where that one-up is hidden at the base of the tower in Super Mario 64. I wonder if there's maybe something there. Or maybe that was where that Jiggy was earlier. Ah! Wait, this one is unbreakable? Ah, no, I thought so. Ah, no, I guess it would have been here. But he put the Jiggy there instead. Yeah, no. No, okay. Go. Six out of 8, 7 out of 8. And then there was one in that cage where normally you would have to fall into using the owl. I'm missing one note, seriously? Where could it be? Ah, just one note? Seriously? Oh, well, it would be in here, I suppose. Okay. Well, I guess I have to try a different one now. But I'd like to, before I tackle something that I am totally unfamiliar with, Bomberman 64, I have never played the original game, so I'm not familiar with that at all. Let's try something that I already tried, but which I could not finish. Grunty Cellar? Oh. Where is that? This is the place where I'm in now, I suppose. Womp's Fortress, well, that's completed. Bomb Battlefield, I was still missing a Jiggy. Jolly Roger Bay. That was complete. GoldenEye, I'm still missing 2 Jiggies. Greenwood Village, that was 100% complete. I'm still missing 1 Jiggy in Donkey Kong Isle. And I guess I got the golden secret. I'll go back in the GoldenEye one. Actually, by looking at the mission objectives, maybe that will tell me where all the Jiggies are. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, that's 9. Well, I guess minimize scientist casualties. It means that if you kill Klungo, who is the scientist, so to speak, you die. Find old rare game, that was Battletoads. I tried it, but it seems to be glitched out. It's not giving me a Jiggy when I complete it. Contact double agent, I did that. Bungee jumped from platform, I did that. Prevent turret completion. Prevent turret completion. Bribe discouraged guards, I did that. Rescue all the Jinjos, I did that. Intercept Jiggy. Intercept. Resync communications dish. I'm not sure between Intercept Jiggy and Prevent Turret Completion which of the two I would not have done. And I guess Find Old Rare Game, it didn't seem to register for me. What was that? Wait, hold on. Dam's entrance is real secure, just deactivate the door. Sync up Grunty's old comms dish. I did that. Keep the scientists alive, we need their research to survive. Yeah, don't kill Fungo. Hardly you'll ever sleep, Banjo. Be careful though, I hate to think of you falling for anyone else. I don't need to collect the notes anymore since I already collected all of them. I tried the island on the other side of the lake again. Not sure if I found everything last time. The water texture is actually the same, I think, as in GoldenEye. If it's not, it looks similar enough anyway. Prevent turret completion. Is it this turret? There's no other turret that I can think of in the game anyway. Oh, you have to break it from the top, I see. Okay, well, I guess I missed that. Okay. I didn't read the mission objectives thoroughly last time. That would explain why I missed that. And now I'll try to complete the Battletoads minigame again. Maybe this time it will register. You know what I think? I think the sound effects from climbing up ladders and climbing up trees are somehow reversed. Because it sounds like going up a tree on ladders, on metallic ladders, and it sounds like going up a metallic ladders when you go up trees. Something to fix in a patch, perhaps? Ouch. Well, I already opened the door, assuming it's still open. Again. Okay. Nice to see some old rare friends here. We're looking for Jiggies, Mr. Doak. I'll give you one if you beat the Battletoads game on that computer up the stairs. I thought I did yesterday. Battletoads, easy peasy. I thought I did. But he didn't give me anything when I tried yesterday. I'm gonna create a restore point. kill everything and collect everything. Oh, I should not have done that. Hold on. Maybe it glitches out if you leave the level without completing it, and I think that's what I did last time. That may be why it didn't register as complete. I think if I let that happen, it's not gonna work. Yeah, I need gold feathers for these guys. Since technically in Battletoads, since this is a beat 'em all, you can't... Normally you can't advance to the next screen. The screen will stop scrolling until you've cleared the enemy, cleared it of all enemies present on it. So I figure maybe you have to kill everything. Well, I think I'm done. Ah, okay, and now I have the Jiggy. Now I've got this level completed. Well, how about I try Bob-omb Battlefield again? Maybe I'll have a moment of brilliance replaying Bob-omb Battlefield, and I will figure out what it is exactly that I didn't get the first time. Sometimes the music restarts entering a new area. Okay. Bob-omb Battlefield. Sadly, because he included 2 stages from Mario 64 that have the exact same music, you get to hear this music twice. I wish he included a 3rd Mario 64 level that has another music playing. Something like TikTok clock or something along those lines. Or actually, what's the name of this one? The Hazy Cave. What was it? What was the name of this one? Hazy Maze Cave. I think that's the name. Well, I know you enter this one from the top. Well, I didn't think of breaking this block last time. But having seen it breakable in the other level... Yeah, okay. Well, that way this level is complete as well. Now, DK Isles, I'm still missing one Jiggy, but I'm not quite sure where it would be. I'm gonna leave this one. I'll go back and have a look at DK Isles again. And I'll leave Bomberman 64 for tomorrow because this is probably the level that's gonna take me the longest since I am not familiar at all with the original game that this came from. He seems to have left empty spaces for more levels that he may still be working on, if I had to guess. Maybe he'll release it when the whole pandemic situation is over. I don't know. Well, they did do the Night Bear Before Christmas hack for Christmas, so I guess he may have been sidetracked a little. Version 1.7 here was, yes, 3 times. I mean, 101% 3 times. But even then, I can't think of anywhere that I have not been to yet. I guess I haven't really looked through the water. But it seems weird to me that Konga is there, and it seems to register something when I hit it with eggs, but I can't hit it straight in the chest. Because there's no palm tree that's close enough. Hold on a minute. I think there's a door I haven't been through yet. I think there may be a door I ignored. Now that I see Carol's Island from afar, I think... Yeah, I went there, across, succeeded at the jumps, but I don't think I've been in here yet. No, I have not seen this yet. What is this? SCS? What does mean? SCS 496212. What is that? 4962127. I'll write it down all the same, but 4, 9, 6, 2, 12, 7. Ah! Hold on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 9. So I guess I could brute force it, but there has to be another way. Well, I guess the first one is Dixie. Dixie is 4. Is it their age? Or the order in which they appeared in the games? Dixie is 3 years old. Yeah, that doesn't fit. It's just that if I look at all of them, I'd say that Cranky, Donkey, and Diddy appeared in a game before all the others. So they would be the first 3. And then I guess Dixie appeared for the first time in Donkey Kong Country 2, along with Wrinkly. But there's one where it says 12, and there are only 9. But anyway, she's the first. Okay, that's not it. No, wait. Okay, that doesn't work. It seems to me like those that burn you don't even come into account. Diddy is 12 years old? Well, Dixie is the first one anyway. I've got the little chiming sound. Is Kiddy Kong 9? No. Okay, it's Dixie, Cranky. Nah, it has nothing to do with their age, I think. Or is it the amount of games that they appeared in? Did Dixie appear in 4 games? She was in DKC 2, DKC 3, she was in Tropical Freeze. I don't know. I don't know what the logic is behind it. I guess I'll just have to brute force it. And then it's, oh, what's his name again? A Chunky? Dixie, Cranky, Chunky. Dixie, Cranky, Chunky. I don't even get any logic about how they're placed. And then 2, 12, 7. And then cranky again, maybe? Okay, hold on. I've got the first 4, it seems. Dixie. Cranky. Chunky. Cranky again. Only those 3 seems to have switches to them. The other one just burned me. Okay. Start from scratch. And then cranky again. And maybe one of the other 2. And Dixie again, maybe? No, okay. Chunky. Cranky. Cranky. Chunky again? No. Okay, 3 times cranky. Not really, no. It says SCS and then the numbers. I brute forced it because I couldn't figure it out. It has to mean something, I suppose. SCS and then the numbers. I don't get it. I don't get it. I got the jiggy though. I guess there's that at least. Well, that's gonna be all from me for today. I'll finish this tomorrow. I'll just exit the level. Take a gander again at all the things that I've already accomplished. Hold on. Yeah, so this is complete. This is complete. 4, 9, 6, 2, 12, 7. And so Dixie was 4, Cranky was 9, 2, 12, and 7, and Chunky was 6. I see no logic to it, but anyway. And then a golden secret, but well, I'll have a Bomberman 64 level to do today. Not that I'm familiar with the game, but anyway, have a good night, guys, or a good rest of the day, depending on where you are in the world. And well, I should see you guys tomorrow night, and then I'll finish this game, I suppose, tomorrow night, and then this weekend I'll try to get started on a Fire Emblem game. Then we'll see. I'll try anyway. Have a good one too. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves and see you next time. Bye bye.